Hey guys, know it's been a while, but I don't know why I have this headset on. Let's take this off. I know it's been a while, but I'm back with another D domain. Yay! I'm pretty excited. Oh, my hair's messed up. Oh well. So today I'm gonna talk about some old news, some new news, lots of different things that I'm passionate about. I've been out of it for a while, so I want to catch up on stuff that I missed and stuff that is current. So good mix of things. My hair, yeah, it's all messed up. Sorry, but I plan on cutting it this weekend. I'm gonna go pretty short. I'm tired of this poofy, curly shit. So, first topic. Let's do this. My little notepad says Xbox Live on Switch. So I believe it was GDC that Xbox was talking about different. Had a panel about, or a press conference, I guess, talking about different ways to put Xbox Live on different platforms, including mobile phones and iPhones and stuff. I guess iPhone is a mobile phone. But in the same description, it said Nintendo Switch. So there's a lot of speculation now from that Nintendo Switch is getting a version of Xbox Live. They ever since that made buzz, they've actually taken it down. So, and well, GDC's already passed, so I guess they've taken the whole thing down. But they took down where it said Xbox or Nintendo Switch, and but you know the internet doesn't forget, so there's still pictures of it out there. From what I've been reading, it seemed, and from the leaks from the inside, it seems like Xbox is bringing like an Xbox Live app to Nintendo Switch, kind of like what you can download on your phone, where you can send some messages, you can see what friends are online, you can look at your gamer score, things like that. Not really like full blown Xbox Live. They're more just putting the app on to allow you to be send messages, like I said, but be a part of the community from different devices. While that's cool that that's coming out, and that does sound very reasonable. That would be the start of this. I do think that people jumping the gun to say that Xbox Live is coming to Switch isn't that outlandish. I can definitely see that in the next year or two. We just had the Cuphead reveal, so Microsoft is allowing Cuphead to come to Nintendo Switch. Minecraft and the Xbox version and the Switch version both play together. Paladins, they play together. The Xbox version and the Switch version play together. Xbox and Nintendo are getting very chummy. So my prediction, and just from the way I see things going, and for the Cuphead thing, one of the developers said that it was Microsoft's idea. It wasn't the Cuphead developers' idea. So they were on board, so they did it, but it was Microsoft's idea to release a Switch version. So something tells me behind the scenes, people are talking from the two companies. So, I would not be surprised in 2 years if the shitty Nintendo Live is replaced with Xbox Live. And I would not be surprised if I see Game Pass on the Xbox for the starting with the next generation. Not on the Xbox, on the Switch for next generation. And I say this for two reasons. One, is that there's a lot of collaboration, and two, being Xbox has already said they don't want to be a console. They want to be a platform. I see them releasing consoles kind of like the way Steam released the Steam Box, saying like, you can play Steam on your computer, but if you want a more streamlined experience, here's a Steam Box that plays like a console. So they're probably going to release Xboxes just to have like a streamlined thing, like a streamlined console or streamlined platform, streamlined for their platform, because Xbox will be the platform. But their platform's going to be on computer, which is what they're already working on right now. Xbox has already said every first-party game that comes out is going to be released on Windows 10 as well. I do not see why they can't do the same thing on a Switch, where they just tone down all the settings so that it could play off of the Tegra processor that's in the Switch, which is a little tablet processor. So they just tone down the settings so that it can play on that. I don't see why that's not possible. And I guess to get to my next news, to start off my next news is that I guess combine them because like they wheel together. Nintendo's releasing a new Switch, or rumor is they're releasing 2 new Switches. But what if the one that's supposed to be more powerful than the current Switch is the one that Xbox games are allowed to play on? So if you want to play Xbox games in the future, you have to get the more powerful one. I think that's a little far-fetched. I think they would allow it on all their platforms, like if you get, or all their consoles, like if you get one, they're probably going to have them in tiers, and like where the way Xbox does it now, where an Xbox One game and an Xbox One X game is the same, they just play different settings. But I guess it's a possibility that if the current one is too weak, that the more powerful one could be the only one that has that experience, which would make them sell more consoles. But I see it as a start of a great friendship between the two. I'm pretty excited about it. I am a Switch owner, and I would probably not play any of the Xbox games on Switch because I have a PC as well, and I'd rather play on PC where I can get better frame rates, better resolution. I play on a 2K monitor, better textures, lighting, all that stuff. PCs, the limit is your wallet. And but I still think it's a great thing, because that means if the game is on a Switch and the game is on an Xbox, I can play with my friends who are on Switch and are on Xbox, regardless if it directly benefits me in terms of like the games I'm playing. It benefits the community, and I really wish Sony would jump on board with this, but I know they're not. They're stubborn. But Xbox was stubborn when Xbox was on top, so maybe when Nintendo and the Xbox partnership beat them down, they'll be more open to it. But I'm super stoked about that. Going back to what the topic was really, Xbox Live being on Nintendo Switch as an app, and I think it is the beginning of great things to come between Nintendo and Xbox, especially since Xbox already said they want to bow out of the console war. So good times. But I already mentioned what my next topic is going to be. It is Nintendo is releasing, from rumor, so I'm sorry, it's not, don't take this as news. The rumor is they're releasing 2 Switches over the summer. The first Switch will be a weaker Switch that is aimed more towards your DS players, more towards like your portable players. So it'll be cheaper, it'll be weaker, and it'll be a portable only. No docking station, no way to put it on the TV. It'll just be flat out portable. I think that's a good idea. That's why I bought my Switch, because of portability. Unfortunately, I still don't play it much, but it's not my Switch's fault. It's I don't have time fault. Like if I didn't have to drive everywhere and I had someone driving me, I would be playing it. My downtime goes like my downtime gaming goes my PC, because I'm already have somewhere to sit. I can play, but like I don't really take my Switch on the go. Maybe I need to start doing that. Maybe I should just play my Switch on the go, like when I'm out and about. Maybe I just take it around. It's my fault. But it's a good idea for people who think the Switch is too expensive, or that the Switch that only like the portable aspect of it, because that's why I bought it. I bought it for the portable aspect, so that would I know those people are out there. The second Switch is going to be an upgraded version of the current Switch, so better graphics, I guess better battery life as well. I think it'll be a little smaller, like in terms of the body, but the screen is bigger from what I've read. It's kind of weird, but we'll see how it works out. This is all rumor, so it could be false in terms of that aspect. Yeah, I think that's awesome. If you've seen any of my videos about my opinions on the Switch, which I have done on other podcasts, is that it's not powerful enough. Like, it's a great little console. It's an awesome portable console, and that's why I bought it, like I said. But once you dock it, it's not. I don't think it lives up to any other console. So I would love to see a more powerful version of it. I'm glad they're doing it. Unfortunately, I already bought mine, and I don't see myself rebuying a Switch for a more powerful Switch. Like, I don't use it enough to justify me buying a new one. If I didn't have one already, I would definitely be buying the new one. But I don't think it's worth the upgrade. I personally don't. What the funny thing is, like the mini Switch that doesn't switch. What are they gonna call it? Are they gonna call it the constant, unswitchable? I don't know. I I just think it's funny that if you're gonna come out with the Switch that doesn't switch, then it kind of isn't a Switch. I don't know. Anywho, I think that's exciting news for both sides of the party, or both sides, because I understand both. I understand the people who want more. I'll scoot over. I understand the people who want better graphics because I want better graphics. I understand the people who want the portable side because I want portable side. So I think it's cool. That's my opinion on it, and that's my little Vaporeon. I have it there when I'm streaming, but the green screen effect kind of gets rid of it. And if I put a background on, you probably won't see it because the green screen effect will get rid of it. But I don't know if I'm putting a background yet. I haven't decided what back. I want a background especially since I have the green screen. I want a background. I just don't know what I want a background of. I was thinking of like maybe getting a picture of a studio or something, so it looks like I'm in a studio doing this. If you guys got any ideas, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear what you think. This is going a lot faster than I thought it would. I thought it would last longer. Maybe I'm straight to the point. Anywho, I went to go see some movies over this past break. I probably saw more than these, but these are the ones that I remember the most. Captain Marvel and Alita. And I know there's this whole feud between, like, people are saying Captain Marvel sucks, Alita's cool because, you know, femme power and all that shit. I'm not addressing that one way or the other, the two butting heads. I merely saw Captain Marvel launch day. I have a 2-movie cinema pass where I have to go see 2 movies a month or I lose it. I wanted to see Alita. I looked at the times that was available on the last day because I was at work, and I don't work at a movie theater, but my work shares a parking garage at the movie theater. So I literally walk out of my building through the parking garage and then into the theater. So I really don't ever leave a roof. I'm obviously outside in the garage, but I go right back inside. So I just looked at the movies that were ending around the time that I get off work. I saw Alita. I've been wanting to see it, so I went to go see that. First, I'll talk about Alita since it's less hot, and then I'll talk about Captain Marvel. That was a good movie. I really enjoyed it. I liked it more than I thought it would. I thought it looked cool, but all the reviews were saying it was kind of garbage, and that's not why I didn't see it. I just didn't see it because I never got around to it. I liked it a lot. I liked the story minus the love story. I felt the love story was very forced. So that really bothers me when I feel like a story element is forced in there. It was a good movie. The action was good. The plot is pretty good, in my opinion. Minus the love story part, but like where the direction goes is pretty good. Yeah, I like it. I don't want to do any spoilers, so I try to stay vague in my reviews for you guys who haven't heard my movie reviews before. I thought it was a good movie. It would definitely be one that you go see. Get 2 thumbs up for me, maybe a thumb and a half. I don't know how that works. A thumb up and like 1 sideways. How does that work? I don't know. But it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I think if you went to go see it, you'd enjoy it. My audience, of course. Next movie, Captain Marvel. I went through Alita real fast. Damn, this is going fast. So, Captain Marvel. I went to go see that opening day, IMAX. Wasn't too excited to see it, not because of the whole Brie Larson controversy. I couldn't care less about that shit. But just because it seemed like they were trying to make the movie very girl powery, and forced plots pissed me off, as I just said. And forcing the whole damsel in distress, and not damsel in distress, because that's the wrong term, because she's kick-ass. Forcing the whole patriarchy brings me down type shit. God, I fucking hate that kind of stuff. Like, you can be a badass chick without having to have some man bring you down. Like, come on. Overall, I thought the movie was alright. I don't think it was bad. Like, I think that my review of it is the plot was kind of lame, in my opinion. Like, the beginning of the movie sucked, the middle was really good in my opinion, and the end of the movie sucked. Or it was ish. So the beginning sucked, middle really good, bad, end kind of mediocre. Brie Larson's character was boring. And that's the issue that I had with the movie, I think. Because the main character was boring, the main character had no personality. When the main character tried to be funny, it didn't work. And Samuel L. Jackson was really good. The guy who played, or the character, what do they call it? The Skrulls. The main Skrull dude was really good and really funny. So my issue was the main character was a bad character. And you can't put that all on Brie Larson because she can only work with what the script she's given. So I don't know, but I did feel her acting was kind of bad at the same time. But I'm not going to put it all on Brie. Her script sucked ass. Her script was boring. And she probably just rolling with the boring character because her script was boring. I've never seen her in anything else, so I can't comment to her acting outside of this. I'm really hoping that she's better in Avengers, which, you should know by now because that's been the whole thing, that she's going to be in the Avengers. And even the new trailer shows it. So that's not a spoiler. I think maybe she'll be, even if they write her character boring again, that it'll be a little bit better because it won't be focused around her, it'll be focused around all of them. So I think her performance in Avengers will be better, for my critiques at least. The girl power stuff kind of pissed me off, but it wasn't throughout the whole movie. It was like here and there. So it wasn't too bad. It was as people make it out to be. But the movie's just kind of meh. Like, I don't think it was a great movie. I think, and I guess should you go see it if you haven't seen it already? But by the time this comes out, you probably have seen it if you're watching me because you're probably a nerd like me. But if you haven't seen it, this is my opinion if you should go see it. If you're a fan of MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, see it, because it's not bad enough to where I'm gonna tell you like, hey, don't, this is a movie that you need to avoid at all costs or whatever. It's a decent movie, like it's an alright movie. So see it so you can follow along with that. You could tell it's setting up some Avengers shit. So that's really cool. Like, you'll know things about, especially if you want to go really want to go see Endgame. It starts setting things up for Endgame, and you can tell that they're trying to force that in there. But if you're a fan of MCU, go see it. If you're not a fan of MCU and you just like going to see movies because they're good and you don't care about like anything else, just you're looking at the movie as a standalone and not a progression from other movies, I would probably say don't waste your time because you can go see a better movie than that. That's my opinion. If you like MCU, see it. If you don't care for the MCU and you just want to see a good movie, don't see it. That's my critique. This went a lot faster than I thought it would, or I would have had another topic, especially since my first episode back in a long ass time. But the other topics that I wanted to talk about, we kind of talked about the podcast yesterday, which is not up at the time of me recording this, but I lent some of my topics to the podcast. So yeah, I'll cut this one early. I'll record another episode next week this next weekend, because I'm gonna go see Dumbo when it comes out this weekend, and I'll have my opinion on that. I don't even want to call them reviews anymore. I want to call them opinion, because I don't review the movie. I just give my opinion. So I'll have my opinion about Dumbo, and then I want to do another one after that, or the next weekend, like these few next weekends, I want to do one every weekend because there's a movie coming out I want to go see. Dumbo is that one, and then what's the one after Dumbo? Oh, there's another one, and then after that's Hellboy. There's a movie coming out every week that I want to go see. I can't believe I'm forgetting that one. Anywho, you'll see it. On the Dumbo episode, I'll be like, I'm going to see this next week. Yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. I'm sorry for the ones who actually listen to this on a regular basis that I haven't done this in a while, because I don't have an excuse other than being lazy. And I need to start doing this again. It's fun, and when I have more news topics, I got my little handy dandy notebook. Took that from Blue's Clues, if you didn't know. And I'll write things down as they come along, and when I get a few things that I want to talk about, I will come on and just shoot the shit. One last question, if someone made it to the end. What do you guys think of D-Domain having guests on it? Is that more for the podcast realm? When I'm talking with Matt, we can have a third person come in and chat? Or would you like to see one-on-ones? Or would you like just to have this a monologue where I'm just talking about shit that comes off the top of my head? Because I don't rehearse any of these. I probably should, but I kind of think it's more natural if I'm just speaking about it. Like, obviously I think about it and I have an opinion, because I only choose things that I have an opinion on. So I have an idea of what I'm going to say, but I'm not scripted. So is that kind of what you want? Or would you want me to sometimes bring in another person in my own domain? Or save the collaboration for the podcast? Let me know in the comments below if you guys care enough. And I've been Daniel. This is my Vaporeon, which is also my favorite Pokemon, which is why I got a Vaporeon. Speaking of that, Detective Pikachu, you better have fucking Vaporeon in there. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later.